Until what? Well, you see, Mother went home and King Rory left before the height of his reign. There has to be others. Surely you're not alone. Have you seeked out the survivors? Puzzled by this question, the man stares off in the distance in uncertainty. There are others, but I haven't spoken to the Council of Elders in years. Why? The Silent Wars. The Silent Wars only brought division. Death became the only moment shared, but not how it should be. The man turns to a small vase that contains a handful of black roses and begins to take one out. What brought you to this place? The message in the sand. Are you the one who wrote it? Lost in the black rose, he comes to awareness. No, but perhaps there's someone in the council still around. I thought I had been forgotten in my own exile. This island is strange. I came here searching for something, but honestly the purpose escapes me. Don't let the destination keep you from discovering the journey. Who are you? I am the Black Rose King. I've lived with death for far too long. Eventually, I'll fade away too. Where are the elders? I'll tell them of you. Someone must be wondering of your whereabouts. Led to a window, the Black Rose King looks to a deep fog at a great distance. I cannot tell you where, because I don't know how much time has passed. But if you should find someone, tell them that I'm sorry. The Black Rose King, for the first time in a while, wept as the rose falls to the floor. Can you leave me to my solitude? I must do some soul searching. As X leaves the king's home, he can feel the king watching over him. I hope you find what you're looking for. Act 5. To whom it may concern. It had only been 2 days since Xavier had spoken with the Black Rose King. Much like the others, though, something was to be discovered with each new encounter. A dense fog seemed to coat the vast forest until signs of a graveyard torch lit in the fog. This must be where the king's elders are, remembering the distant stare of the redeeming hope that he had in his eye. He didn't tell much of his past, and I could understand that. The graveyard only reminds me that time is just a matter of moments, but I wonder why I've traveled so far. These graves are kept well. Someone must tend to them. Searching for anyone, there seems to be no one. There seemed to be something intentional about a certain stone. Xavier looks closer. The headstone can't be read, but there's a letter in it to whom it may concern. This was meant to be read. I must confess that in life, I could have done better. The words that should have been said, they stayed silent. So much time lost, it burdens me. I feel the weight of it daily. I think we all could have done better. I don't know if you'll ever know, but I hope you get that life that you deserve. And remember the times worth knowing. I'm old now, and I can only hope for what is left. Something about this anonymous letter felt close to home for Xavier. Home. I haven't been there in years. An elder appeared from the distant fog, holding a torch. The soul that left those words behind had a single hope that his words would be discovered. He remained on this island for many years. These stones have worn names on them. Who would go this far to be left behind? Where are we? Well, you see, there's many names for this place, but that just depends on the traveler. But I like to call this place the sands of time, like an hourglass. Yes, but even an hourglass must run out of sand. Perhaps the question is, what are you seeking? Or is it beyond what you can see? I long for the feeling of home. I haven't felt it in many years, so I got lost with no destination. It's alright to wonder, but never lose yourself in life's uncertainty. To understand this is to find true prosperity. Is there a way off this island? There is if you want to see a way out. Turning to the gravekeeper, Xavier discovers that he too is also gone. I must find a way back. Perhaps home is more than a place. The fog that drifted through the forest seemed to thin as Xavier approaches the field of red fall roses. Before, they seemed undying. Now they were barely standing and brittle. The king's house seemed cold. I found something. Before, all the doors seemed closed. But now, there seemed to be no secrets to the king's house. The pictures seemed more distant than before in the halls. There seemed to be a series of dimly lit candles coming from one of the hallway doors. This picture of a golden brown-haired lady and a young boy seemed too surreal. So Xavier takes a closer look. This must be the king's mother. She had that distant, hopeful stare in her eyes, too. But what's this letter? Xavier feels there's some truth to be discovered. To the council. I've been away for some time. In my exile, I've learned many truths, and I realize that we cannot get back moments in time, and holding on to history doesn't always heal old wounds. Decades have passed. Most of our fam is elsewhere. If any should remain, it's unknown to where. Why? Why is no longer important. I can no longer live with myself, for my self-defeating mistakes, because I understand now that we never knew better. My only regret is that no one close enough will ever know this truth, and that these words will go lost to anyone concerned. If you should find this, take these words to heart. Never let your past define the life that you're meant to live. We so rarely recall what is truly important until it becomes a part of time's memory. I don't know what the rest of my days will entail or where I may end up, but I do know this. Now is all we ever have. that's the only way to discover tomorrow. I'm going out back into the sea to create a new destiny. If you should never find me again, tell someone what you discovered. And look forward only learning from yesterday, not living in it. Sincerely, Richard. After reading the king's words, Xavier feels a need to leave once more, but this time with a newfound certainty. Placing the letter, folded for whom it may concern, under a black rose, Xavier leaves the king's house to go back to the small beach that led here. This island is where people go to find prosperity, only to discover self-value. It seems like a dream you can't wake up from or run from. This is why I'm here. But where do I go now? Getting to the end of the trail that led to the beach, Xavier sees a boat with a single paddle. There is hope. I know this now. Pushing the boat back into the reoccurring tide, Xavier slowly drifts back into the sea of opportunity. For moments will only tell what is to be. This is what he now understood as life. The end. That was the hardest shit I ever had to write in my life. But if you like this, always got content right over there. You can scan that QR code. And if you just want to remember this moment, those pictures right there are for your peace of mind. So I believe you have something to say.